Welcome to Olympus. My name is Ryan. How's everyone doing today? We've had a lot go on in Hero Wars over the past couple of weeks. Titan Tournament of Power ended, which then started the next event where we got Murdoch and Fido. Hopefully everyone did well in that event, was able to get a lot of resources. I really do enjoy these Titan and Hero releases with a caveat. The caveat is there's been a lot of them lately, but there is a great time to get resources with these events. Just absolutely amazing time just to stack up. Yeah, so a lot going on. Hope everyone's doing well. Happy Halloween. Anyone doing something fun for Halloween? Have a good costume? Put it in the chat if you have a good costume. Always looking for ideas. Probably too late for me now. Probably too late. Yeah, but we got a decent amount to get through today. Spooky Festival just started. It started about, what is it now? Over 12 hours ago, something like that. And the Spooky Festival is a relatively fun event. We're going to be walking through that, talking about the Spooky Festival shop. Hero Wars just had an announcement of upcoming events, so we're going to be walking through that. Going through the October map. Doing a few hero fights. We'll see if we have some time to do some hero fights where you'll be able to throw out teams, and I'm going to try to beat them. And then we'll be doing our giveaway at the end of the stream. So that's what it looks like for today. But let's go ahead and start at Spooky Festival. So for those of you who are newer to Hero Wars, and this is your first time, Spooky Festival is a yearly tradition that Hero Wars does it's relatively simple. Now, Olympus actually has a blog post around the Spooky Festival mini-games, which is very helpful if you haven't done it before. And we're going to be walking through one of them. The other one, it takes a very long time because it's a ton of puzzles. So I'll go ahead and show you what that one looks like. So if we go to the Furnace of Souls, there is a little lollipop right here. Now, I've already done it. And I did it because I didn't want to do it on stream because it takes forever. So I've already done it. But you can see right there, there's a lollipop. If you click on that, it's going to give you this puzzle that you just need to put all these pieces back in. You're going to have to do three of those puzzles. Once the puzzles are done, then you will get some of the reward. I think it's 2,000 ghost energy this time. Yeah. Let's go. I just realized I'm not even sharing my screen. I've just been talking. So let's go ahead and show what I'm talking about. So right here. You 2,000 ghost energy. So Olympus has a great blog post through every single one to get the other reward for Spooky Festival. Then we're going to be going into the Furnace of Souls and talking about the shop. But let's go ahead and do the two mini games. First one, airship. So we got to go to the airship. We're going to spend one of these. And what should happen is right up here is a spider web. You click on that. 7. Great. Let's keep on going. Next one is going to be in the dungeon, or the tower. I'm sorry, the tower. It's on the level or the very top level. Right here. Boom. That's number 2. Number 3, Furnace of Souls. Let's go back to this. There should be this right here. Click on that. That's 3. Number 4, we're going to be going to the Titan place. We will be talking about the new hero, and we're going to be throwing out guesses. Right here. That's number 4. Number 5, we have right also in the or Titan Valley. Should be right here. That's number 5. Number 6 is in the campaign between 6 and 7. All of this is very easy to get. Everyone should get this. It's free stuff, right? It's free stuff. They're giving it out right here. Boom. And lastly is on chapter 14. Yeah, so this one is the most challenging. You're going to have to get your ghosts close to each other. So, well, let's move over to chapter 14. Wait for some ghosts to appear. And then we're going to be, I remembered it all. It took my time, a little time to find the lollipop in the valley. Yeah. Come on, ghosts. There you go. All right. I think the goal here is to get 3 next to each other. And then you can erase them. I'm just going to mess around a little bit. Yeah, it always takes me a little bit of time to do this one. Okay, got rid of those. I'm getting close. I'm close. I need one more. No, not there. That's not enough. Come on. No, that's still 2. And you're trying to get 3 next to each other so that you can then knock them out. Is it worth it to buy the Cornelius attack power skin? Depends. Depends. Did I mess up? I might have messed up. I need, come on, one more ghost. Yeah, this one always takes me a second. You know, the funny thing, I could probably look at the instructions here. Last one, take your time, zoom in. Sure, you don't, once you found it. Oh, okay. He doesn't really have instructions in there. Okay, did that. Oh, I thought I had some. Maybe not. I got 2. No, there. I think that's what it is. Boom. Guys, I'm so close. You did it in 10 seconds? Oh, gosh. Yeah. I'm not doing it in 10 seconds. It's going to take me longer than 10 seconds. Maybe if I can just, nope. Let's do that. Let's do, nope. I just need you to go over there, buddy. Well, darn. All right, let's try this again. I'm gonna exit and then I'm gonna come back here. Let's see if I can get it. If you have one side clean, don't click on another. Yeah. Yeah. I just want to get the ghost candies, or as they're said now, they're ghost energy. They changed it up. Okay. Let's try it again. Got rid of that one. Got rid of that one. Okay, that side's clear. There we go. That side is clear. One more. No, that brings that up. That brings that up. I'm so close here. Like, I can feel it. I'm so close again. Don't do this. Let's try to do that. Yeah. Let's try to bring as many as I can up. Okay, we got that, and that. That's 5. That's 6 right there. Let's go ahead and do that. And see if I can, like, move these guys over. Well, kind of. No, I don't want to do that. Surely there has to be an easier way to do this. No. Just go. No, go to the next one. No. I'm always left with one. I'm always left with one. Actually, let's do that. I just need you little ghosts to go over there. Oh. No, that's not doing anything. No, that didn't do anything. That's not going to do anything. I would need... You have to go from right to left? Yeah. Well, that one's done. That one's done. That one, I need these two ghosts to appear. Come on, guys. If I don't get this in just a little bit, I'm just going to keep on going. Okay, let's see if, like, maybe something can happen over here. Ah, there it is. Okay, finally. Finally. Okay, that person was right. Who said go from right to left? Canasis. Okay, so that took a lot longer than it needed to, but that's how you do it. See, not that hard. Okay, now let's go ahead, jump into the rest of this event. We got the Furnace of Souls. Furnace of Souls is super easy. And you can go ahead, just take a look at the ranking for the top teams. You're trying to get 250 kills, and you get different rewards for doing that. Now, literally, every single person should be able to do this. This is as free to play as you possibly can think. This person used Helios, Orion, Augustus, Celeste, Cleaver. Let's just use that same team. So here we go. Where are you? Helios. There you go. We're looking for Orion. We're looking for Cleaver. Cleaver. And Orion. Orion should be closer to the top. We'll give you Merlin. We'll give you Axel. We'll give you, I don't know, Chorus, I guess, and Cleaver. Great. And let's go ahead, just do, I don't know, Albus. Let's try it. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, it really doesn't matter. You can also do one hero at a time. You're exactly right. You can do one hero at a time. It's whatever. I honestly don't usually try to go for like the max defeated. What I usually just try to do, I'll just take the top team, right? Take the top team, put here. It doesn't matter. You're going to be able to get the max amount just by doing that. Now, I know people are like, well, there's a quest that you has to beat so many. Yeah, but it's 7. This is a 7-day event. It doesn't mean you have to beat all that in the first day. And I still might just by doing this strategy, right? But like this is completely free to play. I made over 130 solo Galahad. Yeah, that's pretty solid. That was only 40. Okay, let's add to some Galahad and we'll see. But this is like just do it. It should take just a minute or two. And you should be able to get free stuff. If Hero Wars gives you free stuff, take the free stuff, right? So I'm just going to go ahead, just try to get as many as I can today because I know there is a reward. And then we're going to be using our spooky coins or those ghost coins to see how many of those major rewards I can get. If you want to watch the battles, feel free. I don't care, right? I just don't care enough about watching the battles. So I made, yeah, I already read that one. Hey, Neuron, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. You missed out on me really trying to finish one of those mini games and failing for like 5 minutes. What's the giveaway word? We're going to get into that in just a little bit. A little bit that we're going to be going over. We're doing the giveaway at the end of the stream. It's hard not to do the maximum in 7 days, but today I did 14:30, right? Yeah. It doesn't matter. The teams don't matter in this thing at all. Just get the free stuff. And every day you'll be able to get some free stuff. I think some days it's better than others, but boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Just skipping all these battles. This is very similar to if you have played a while, they do a event that is you're facing the Archdemon. It's like Happy Birthday Dominion event. So it's very similar to that. Yeah. Good enough. Good enough. Let's go ahead collect this stuff. I'll take it. Okay, now let's go ahead, go into right here, the Spooky Festival. Let's see how many of these coins I can get. So the grand prize, everything else kind of sucks besides the Spooky Festival coin, right? So that's what you're trying to go for. Spooky Festival coin. Everything else, not that great. So far, that's 5. I haven't got one. 6, 7. I think it's around a 10% shot. 8. But I'm not 100% sure. 9. 10. Okay. Not very lucky so far. 11. 12. 13. Yep. 14. I wonder if they have like bad luck protection on here. There we go. Okay. I finally got one Spooky Festival coin. Good. And let's see if we can get at least one more. There we go. Okay. There's another one. So 2. You got 4 in a row. Nice. All right. So the goal is to get these Spooky Festival coins. Those are the best currency that you can get in this event. And you can buy a lot of stuff. So Spooky Festival dolls, you can kind of think of these just like any other dolls, right? They're not nothing crazy special. Have decent prizes in it, especially if you're a new free-to-play player. But other than that, nothing amazing. We have these hero soulstone chests that I highly advise people not to get. Unless you are a new player, then it's not that bad. We have skin stones, large skin stone chests. That's pretty solid. Absolute artifact chests, pretty solid. If you want insignia or if you want some ascension materials, that's not bad. But the kind of the big prizes that you can only get now are 3 new skins. We have Augustus, Fafnir, and Folio. Now, I say 3 new skins, but you can see here that there are other skins that are available to be bought. Do not buy these. Anyone that says the 8, do not buy. You can get it with skin stones after the event. Do not buy. You do not need them. That is a ton of coins. You'd be better off, way better off, just buying large skin stone chests and buying the skin. Yeah. Did you get the 1250 ghost energy from the free gifts? I did. I already have done that, but good call out there. Now let's talk about the skins. First one, Augustus skin. Augustus has, and it looks like you actually can't see it unless you dive in. Right here, Augustus has a new demonic skin that is a health skin. It's pretty cool looking, I guess. Pretty cool looking. Does Augustus need health that much? Not really. I mean, sure, it's helpful, I guess, but it's not an absolute need. Only magic attack for Augustus would be worth to buy. Magic attack, magic penetration. I think those are the ones that you really wanted. Health, yeah, it's whatever. Fafnir. Fafnir is one of the skins. And his is magic defense. Again, magic defense, okay, nice. But I don't think it's going to change the course of a battle, you know? So, eh. And then lastly, we have Folio. Folio's is probably the best one. It's a magic attack. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. So, like, it's... If you're using a Folio team, you probably definitely want to get this skin. But other than that, I don't think a lot of people use Folio. I'm most interested in the Augustus skin. I'm still unsure if I'm going to be actually buying it with those coins because those coins are valuable. And just a heads up for anyone watching, make sure to use these coins before the end of the event. Otherwise, they do get just moved into the Spooky Festival dolls. So get rid of them before the event ends. You have plenty of time, but go ahead and do that. We also have these. Do not buy any of these for one. Terrible, terrible, terrible buy. One of the probably best buys, Unity of Extremes used to cost a 4 on other events. They moved it down to a 3. Unity of Extremes is very interesting. If you need them, very interesting buy right there. Very interesting buy. Other things that are decent, I mean, you're going to need a ton of those. I'd rather have Unity of Extremes personally, but you're still going to need a lot of those. Like some of these for the 5 could be interesting, depending on if you really need it. But yeah, I probably prefer absolute artifact chests, large skin stone chests, or potentially a skin. We'll see. Potentially a skin. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Highest value is the Book of Fate. Yeah, I think one of the things, though, it's so much easier to get purple gear than, like, you can buy a lot of that stuff from the merchant, right? Like, books will come up pretty often that you'll just be able to buy with the coins that you get by playing the game. So because of that, I usually try to avoid buying purple items. Yeah, okay, so you can see here, if you get up to 1,500, you get a free coin too. So, and luckily, they are giving away Explorer's moves as well. So, nice. Looks like we have a few more. I can do a couple more. Come on, give me a coin. Nope, that's Chaos Cores. Nope, didn't get it. Yeah. So, I mean, the shop's nice. I personally, like taking a look at this event, it is relatively free to play. You can get a lot of stuff just by doing free to play. You can do all of this, logging in. You can finish that and get free moves. Emeralds, obviously not free to play. I probably am not going to be doing this. 65,000. I don't think it's terrible, but we're going to get into events in just a little bit. And so I'm going to kind of give you my strategy behind that. If you have extra energy, I don't think it's a bad idea. You'll kind of double dip right here with the elemental synergy too. So not the worst. Opening chests, not a bad idea. Also a double dip today. Opening chest in Outland and tomorrow. So not a bad idea. Yeah. Then just completing these gives more Explorer moves. So Explorer moves, always good. Always good to have Explorer moves. Now let's go ahead and talk about the upcoming event. We got an announcement from Hero Wars today. Tournament of Hero Power is going to be starting tomorrow. We already knew that. Day after, Legacy of the Great Ones. So make sure not to use your artifacts until that would be Sunday. Use them on Sunday. Yeah, only those worth 10 pumpkins are worth buying if you are going to buy. And I think you can make the case that you can wait on all of them and be okay. None of them are going to be game changing, right? Skins. None of them are going to be game changing. Tournament of Hero Power, Legacy of the Great Ones, Foundations of Power. If this map looks, or this calendar looks pretty familiar, there's a reason why. They basically repeated everything from last month. Sears game, I think, did get moved. I think it used to be right here. They moved it back a week back. We still have our Tournament of Titan Power, our Titan Week right here. Sigurd's Brawls, and then we just finished here with that from last week. So very similar. They're basically saying every single month we're going to do the same thing, except for a few changes. Now, the special things about this. First, Spooky Festival's already here, stays. In the second half of the month, the spooky theme continues with a new unconventional hero arriving in a special one-week adventure. Guys, this is going to be the third month in a row, if I'm not mistaken, that we're either having a new hero or a new Titan. Expect this to continue for at least the next 3 to 4 months. We should have 2 more Titan summoners, and I can almost guarantee you they're going to be doing one in December. Almost guarantee. And then I'm sure in January, they're going to be doing another hero. And then in February, another Titan. And then in March, another hero. And then who knows with other Titans, because I think they'll have run out of those unless they do a dark summoner or a light summoner. But we'll see. We'll see if they do that. I'm not 100% sure there. But we're going to have a lot of events. Is that good? Well, I'll talk about that in just a little bit. CyberCon is also going to be coming back at the end of November. My best guess is it's going to be like somewhere around here. My best guess for the new hero is going to be the exact same time that we just had the new Titan. So right after the Tournament of Titan Power on the 22nd. That's going to be my official guess, is that whenever the hero is going to be released. So Jet will also be the hero of the month. So if you have him, you'll be able to get a little bit more free stuff in the Jet Brawls. So that'll be nice. But let's talk about this hero. My first thought, whenever I heard there was going to be a new hero, I thought, could this be a collaboration hero? They say unconventional hero and a special one-week adventure. And maybe they're just saying stuff, right? Maybe they're just saying stuff. So I thought collaboration hero. That might be wrong. It could easily be. We haven't had one in in about a year. So maybe they're not doing collaboration hero. What are the other choices that they could do? Well, someone mentioned that it is a spooky theme continues. So what they have been doing recently is they've been bringing a lot of heroes over from Hero Wars Alliance, right? Hero Wars Alliance. So some people have been guessing that it's going to be someone like Octavia. Octavia is a hero in Hero Wars Alliance. She is a support hero. Basically bounces damage back, applies buff for dodge, applies a buff for allies for armor penetration, and cannot be killed with this ability, or not killed, but not attacked. Yeah, and it just allows extra energy. Who knows if this is going to actually be the hero? Who knows? But if it is Octavia, you can kind of tell she does have that theme, right? She does have that theme. New support hero. They haven't given us a new support in a while, but they've also have a lot of support heroes. So I don't know. I kind of do hope it is a collaboration hero, but my best guess, it could be Octavia. I think there are some other people saying that there are a few other options from Hero Wars Alliance. We just brought Verdok and Fido over. So we'll see what happens there. Electra. Yep, Electra is another one. Let's go ahead and look Electra up. That was really the other one that people have thrown out. Electra, Hero Wars Alliance. Oh, I'm spelling it wrong. That's why. Electra Von Grave, Hero Wars Alliance. It's this one right here. Also a little bit spooky, right? little bit spooky. A tank could be interesting. A new tank. We have a lot of tanks. You notice something about this picture with Electra? Electra seems to be in a interesting position here. The Hero Wars Alliance devs, they like to throw out some stuff that is risque, let's say. But it could be Electra. I could definitely see it being Electra. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I personally, I think I want a collaboration hero. I would love to see that. I'd love to see Ninja Turtles come back for a collaboration, but I don't think they're going to do that this year. Maybe next year. There's a lot of people who don't have Ninja Turtles yet, so hopefully that happens. CyberCon is happening. CyberCon, not the best event either. It is. I mean, you select. It's like keys that you get prizes from, so not the absolute best. Now, in terms of spending, let's take a look at different spending opportunities. If you are going to spend on Spooky Festival, the 3rd is a good day to do that. 3rd will have Tournament of Hero Power, Legacy of Great Ones, and Foundations of Power. If you are going to wait, I always like spending on the tournament right here. And this right here with the Foundations of Power. I love spending here. But I think you should also, most players, if I had to pick one of the best times to spend emeralds in particular, is going to be during the new hero event. So the reason I am not spending on Spooky Festival is I have a limited number of emeralds, and I have not bought emeralds in a very long time. Very long time. So I want to avoid buying emeralds if I can, but I also want to basically use them at the right time. The way I get emeralds is by these tournaments of power, right? If you're trying to be a free to play, trying to be as most efficient as possible, these tournaments of power are the best way to get emeralds. And then I use them whenever there's a triple quad dip, something like that. Or if an event like a new hero comes out, because that way, if I just buy the golden ticket and spend some emeralds, then I can get a red gifted dominion and a totem, which are some of the best stuff. Yeah. Some of the best stuff. Ninja Turtles are not good. Yeah, they're okay for like Osh and Maestro. So I don't really like them in PvP, but in PvE, they definitely have their uses. In Hero Wars Alliance, Electra has no defensive stats, but her health cannot exceed 4 million, making her, or can exceed 4 million, incredibly durable in terms of raw HP, yet highly vulnerable since she lacks armor and magic defense. Yeah, that's interesting. It should be a meta-changing champion like Lyria or Cascade. Could be. You know the interesting thing? I thought they were going to wait for a new hero until Winterfest, but it looks like we're probably just going to get a new Titan during Winterfest. That'd be my best guess. I think it was Electra in the 3rd puzzle. Was it? That's interesting. I didn't even notice. I was just trying to get it done as soon as possible. New control hero? Yeah, they only have a few control heroes. It would be good to bring out new ones there. I would agree. Yeah, but okay, so in terms of spending, I am waiting on spending. I am absolutely waiting on spending emeralds until either Titan Week or the new hero comes out. That's my personal favorite of all of this stuff to spend. So up to you. If you have more emeralds than me, if you buy emeralds are fine spending, I don't think this is going to be a bad time, right? I think we also have a Emerald Waterfalls coming up. So like this day could actually even give you a little bit more. So not bad. It's definitely not bad. Not a bad time to spend. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the next stuff. And we have a new map coming out tomorrow. A new map. The November Mysterious Island map. Now, Olympus is able to show you exactly all the prizes right here. 20,000 emeralds, 15,000 emeralds, war flags, wish insignia, 100 elemental catalyst, 100 absolute artifact, large skin stones, primal catalyst, 750 wish crystals. Do you buy battle passes? Do you mean for the The hero event? Yeah, I usually do. That's usually my one purchase during the month that I've found out is going to be the battle pass during that particular event. I usually don't buy tickets. I am not going to be buying next month's ticket. I will be buying the battle pass whenever the new hero comes out. Yeah. I think that's the best place to spend personally for me. Now, it might not be for you, but for me it is. Okay, so let's take a look at this map. First one, you have to move a lot to get that 20,000. 36 explorer moves. It's probably the most valuable on the map. And it will get you somewhat close to these catalysts too. So red route, you also have to go down, but you will be basically going a different way. That's 43. Notice that this is actually easier to get to, the 20,000, than the 15,000. If you do both, you'll need 65 to collect both. If you're asking, do I buy the package for the Explorer's moves? I do not do that. And you can see here that all of these paths, he has laid out how many moves you're going to need. If you're trying to get all of them, 105. Now, do I recommend doing this? We've had a lot of bad maps lately. Let's be honest. Like the maps back in the day used to be lit compared to what we have now. Like you used to be able to get to Emerald Prize in like 15 moves, right? How to get to that number? You have to be buying stuff. But like I don't think they're going to change it. I think all these maps are going to be a lot of moves. Should you do this map? Well, that's where kind of strategy comes in, and you're guessing. I don't think this is the worst map to utilize. I like the catalysts a lot. I always try to get those. And if you go down this way and you're going up for here, it only is a few more moves for the catalysts, a few more moves for these 100 absolute artifact chests, a few more moves for these 100 elemental catalysts. So if you were planning on doing it, I think the most efficient is down here. Get that, get that, get that, and get that. Those 4 prizes. Yeah. But here's the thing. What if next maps are better? Winterfest is going to have a map. Now, I think, if I'm remembering right, the last Winterfest map was pretty bad. Maybe that continues. Maybe they change it and it's really good. I don't want to be in a spot where I'm left without moves. I think that is going to be like the biggest fear, like a great map and I'm left without moves. Now, I have enough. If I was trying to maximize a map, I think I have like 140 right now. I could do it. If I was trying to get everything here, I could do it. Will I? I don't know. Maybe I do a little bit and get some of these catalysts and these emeralds. Maybe I don't go this path. I don't know. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. It's a decent map. Is the war flag a guaranteed prize? Yeah. If you go this way, boom, 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 it is. And if you go down this way too, you can also get these wish insignias. You know. So it's not the worst map. It's not the best map. You will get these pattern chests. And I'm not sure actually if the pattern chests are the new ones or not. That'd be good to know. And whenever I say new ones, I'm talking about the new magic penetration and magic attack at the same time. If you haven't seen those, it's called Magic Mastery Patterns. And it basically gives you, let's see, are they still selling them? No, they're not still selling them. But it basically gives you magic attack and magic penetration. If you don't have enough moves to get to the emeralds, save your moves. Save your moves. But the nice thing is that they do give you some moves for Spooky Festival, right? Right here, you're going to get 7 moves for free. Right here, by finishing tasks, you're going to get more of these moves. So try to grab as many free moves as you can. It's not just save them up until you can get something good. Oh, great. Let's scroll down. Here we go. It does include the brand new Magic Mastery pattern. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Zeus, for letting me know. That's kind of a big deal. This new Magic Mastery pattern is going to be one of the best ones. So I would, especially since you're going to be getting 4 of these, I don't think it's a bad idea. I don't think it's a bad idea. I probably will be trying to get as many of those as I possibly can so I can get a red Magic Mastery. And then I will be changing my flag that I use for most of my battles right here. I'll take out this physical attack and add Magic Mastery. And that'll be my kind of magic attack flag. Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead. We're going to do, let's say, 2 hero fights. Let's say 2. Go ahead, throw out a team that you want me to face. I know some people really like this. So we're going to do 2 teams, and then after that, we're going to do the giveaway. So throw out some teams that you want me to face. In the meantime, I am getting ready for the Hero Tournament of Power. That's going to start tomorrow. And I should be able to get close to maxing out my Goose. And I will get pretty far along in Polaris, too. Pretty far along in Polaris. Yeah. This is the best time to just try to get free emeralds. Get those free emeralds during the Tournament of Hero Power if you can. Hopefully you have an easy group. I have not had easy groups lately. I have had very difficult groups. I'm hoping that changes. How are you planning to use your Goose? Good question. I will probably be adding him with Lyria, maybe even a Corvus. One of the heroes that I want to build out soon is Kira. If I could get a Kira, Goose, Corvus, Lyria, Sebastian team, maybe something like that. Maybe something like that. A new health pattern has been added. Oh, has it? Well, that's interesting. Let's check it out. Max, that's a symbol team. Health pattern. Look at this. Increases max health by a certain percentage. 13% max. That is cool. That is very cool. They're going to keep on adding these. They're going to do one of these physical mastery patterns pretty soon. Is Goose worth leveling up? I heard he's mid. I kind of thought he was mid too, but he can be very irritating with the right team. It depends on who you're facing. Like, you can take him down with the right team, but yeah. Bobby's in. Let's go ahead and do that team, since I did not take a look at it, but let's go ahead and do it now. All right, you got Kark with Vex. Kark with Vex, Alvinor with Oliver. Oh, you got an Alvinor going on. Alvinor Oliver. You have Sebastian with Albus. Okay. You have Aiden with Chorus and Goose with Fenris. Aiden, Goose, Chorus, and where are you? Where did you go, Kark? No. I must be just like missing him. I don't think Kark's close to the top. I feel like he should be somewhere around here. He's definitely not at the bottom either. Where are you, Kark? There you are. Okay. That took a long time. Kark with who? Kark with Vex. Kark with Vex. Okay. Thank you. And then you had a Chorus Axel Pet with Pet Flag of Readiness. Okay. Let's do Axel since you already have Sebastian in here. Flag of readiness. I'm assuming you're going to be doing physical attack. Let's say armor penetration and armor. All right. Versus a magic team swaps. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's going to be the thing. Looking at this team right here, I would absolutely be using a magic team. I'd absolutely be using a magic team. But let's show a team that I would do. Let's go into this. I'll just use the current heroes I have. I think we're going to do something like this. And let's go ahead, throw out a Dorian, maybe? Yeah, and we'll go ahead change that to chorus. Yeah, let's see. Let's see how we do here. So Kark, I'm basically using Aurora to counter Kark, his attack. And then Orion are just gonna, yeah. They should make pretty quick work of that. Now, I know this is a magic team, so you're like, hey, no, like it's a magic team. You need to switch it up. Alvinor can block basic attacks, but I mean, most of Orion's damage is going to be like ults. Aurora, a lot of her damage is going to be ults. So it's not 100% team. Not 100% team. So you said if you're facing a magic team, you would take out Sebastian, did you say? Swap Sebastian for Isaac. Let's go ahead and take that out. For Isaac, we'll put an Isaac in here. And we'll just put Mara. Okay. Now, what would I do here? I would probably change this up. Oh, well. Let's be nice. You'd put chorus in too. Because you wouldn't let me just start stun locking you. I don't think you would allow that. Let's go ahead. I'll just switch this up. I want to see how this one does to begin. And we'll put actually Axel in now. We're basically using Sebastian just so Isaac can't stop us. Yeah. 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 See, that's the problem. You don't have Sebastian. I'm just going to put in Sebastian to stop Isaac. And this actually might even be more effective. And this is a magic attack team, right? Yeah, I'm not even having a hero dying here. It's an interesting team. I kind of like it. It could be very good if you're facing the right combination, right? So, like, I would love to see how a team like that does in AOC. Yeah, something like that. All right, that was one. Let's go ahead and do a second one. Neuron, you're putting your team out there. We'll go ahead and do that one real quick too. Then we'll do our giveaway. All right, you got Chaba with Oliver. You like your Chaba teams, don't you? Galahad with Biscuit. Ninja Turtles with Fenris. You got Dante with Kane. Man, you are stacking your physical attack. Dante with Kane and Lara Croft with Mara. Oh, Pet has to be. Team Pet Oliver? Oh no. Okay, and I'm going to assume probably that. And let's go ahead and do physical attack, armor penetration, armor. All right, you're going to give me a you're going to give me a easier path, I think. Let's switch this. Come on down, Arachne. Where are you? Arachne and Mara. Let's go ahead. I'm going to use an Aurora too. Aurora will probably be eaten, but I still want that dodge. I have to basically use Yeah, I'll use a Sebastian. He didn't say chorus. That's why I'm not. That's why I'm not using it. Let's go ahead and put a Sebastian in here. And I usually like if I see a Dante, let's go ahead throw like a Heidi out there too. And then let's make it fun. We're going to put Mara. No, we'll keep Mara there. And we'll give you Vex. I am tempted to actually just do Mara here too. Magic attack, armor, and magic penetration. Let's see how it does. It's one of my guildmates who make this team. She's impressive. Okay. I'm going to go slow on this one. I want to see how it plays out. Okay, got off my dodge. That's good because Aurora will be eaten, which I'm kind of counting on because then once Aurora is eaten, then Arachne will be at the front. And Arachne should be able to do a little bit of tanking. And here we go. And stunning. But I mean, Arachne's already stunning, right? She's already doing it. And boom. We do have a stun, at least of Lara. And yeah. Another stun and death. And yep, you're just going to be, feels like you're just going to be stun locked here. And like, I mean, my entire team's basically almost full health, right? Like, yeah, you need Chorus as this team pet. You cannot have Oliver. You just can't. If you had Chorus, then I'd have to switch it up a little bit. But let's go ahead and do that real quick. Let's change it. I'm gonna say it is Chorus instead of Oliver. Now my strategy will shift. I will go ahead. I will switch this. I am gonna just put Chorus in. I still will do that. And let's go ahead, do something. Maybe something like this. I think this could be fun. Let's see how it does. Yeah, that's going to do pretty solid too. I just have too many counters, right? Like Aurora is going to counter all 4 of these. Dante is going to be hard countered by Heidi. My Lara Croft is going to be stunning your entire team before Chorus can go off. And since Mara is on her, it's going to stun for a while. Celeste heals, Nebula, just good. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Not 100%. Yeah, that's with Chorus as a pet. Yeah. Okay, so this like it's still a good team. It's not 100% team, but it's still a pretty solid team against that. Let's see what happened whenever I lost bad. Okay, so I didn't really ever lose bad. This is the worst loss right here. Let's take a look at that. Combat history. Let's go up. I think it was this one. Let's take a look. What happened? I'm guessing the RNG of Dante just hitting happened. No, not really. Yeah. Okay. Still pretty interesting team. I do like the kind of the teams that are out there, right? Like these are the times that I feel like you can really learn a lot in the game. Is whenever you're facing these teams are not meta. Like the meta teams, you're going to be able to find out how to beat them because everyone's trying that. Oh, here we go. Okay, since Zeus just challenged me, I'll do one more. I have to do one more since he challenged me. All right, beat this team. No Isaac. Oh, I can't have Isaac. Okay. I'm not allowed to have Isaac. We got Krista. Krista should be at the top. Krista with Biscuit. We got Cascade. Cascade should be at the bottom with Merlin. Okay. We got Orion with Axel. Folio. Ooh, a Folio sighting. Fun. Folio, no pet. And Helios. Where are you, Helios? Helios is one of those that I can never find. I think he's closer to the top though. Maybe not. Where art thou, Helios? There he is. Okay. He just said magic attack and penetration. Yeah, I'll go ahead. Let's see. What would be the best war flag? I mean, pet strength is pretty. We can put that one out there. Magic penetration. I'll go ahead say armor. Yeah. Okay. Let's take a look. Magic team. I'd be very interested to see how just a Chorus Orion team is going to do. Or not Chorus Orion. I'm sorry, Orion Augustus team. Will it be able to out DPS this? It could. Rufus is not going to really help here. I can't use Isaac. Let's do a DPS battle, you know? Let's just do a DPS battle. I am going to try like a Mara tank. Or a Arachne with Mara tank. Now, you do have Chorus, but if I could get that off beforehand, that could be interesting. Yeah, let's try something like that. Let's see. This is like 100% just try to out DPS the other team. Orion goes off. Uh-oh, there goes Nebula. Yep. This is going to be... Oh, no? It gets kept alive just because Dorian is just... This is going to be close. Okay, that was close, but that team did win. Let's see. Okay, let's switch it up. Let's switch it up. Let's go ahead. We're going to put a Lara in. Let's try like let's try something interesting here. And where are you? That is what I'm looking for. This could be kind of fun. Let's change the patterns up. We're going to do physical attack, armor penetration, and we'll just keep it at armor. Let's just keep it at armor. Let's see how this one goes. That Cascade does a lot of damage. Yeah, this is not going to be it. Yeah, that Cascade at the very beginning is just... That's not even close. Ooh. Not even close. DPS check. All right, let's go back to this real quick. I'm gonna try it a few more times here. We're gonna give you that. Let's go chorus and let's try to Celeste tank this thing. We'll go ahead and do that one too. Moving it back to magic. Yeah, we'll just keep it as armor, even though it doesn't help me here. Tip Aurora. I could see Aurora being okay. Yeah, that's not going to do. Knock down a few, just not enough DPS here. All right, let's take the advice. Let's throw Aurora in. I am not going to use chorus with that though. Let's go ahead. Maybe throw a Dorian in. Let's try that. How is your Krista just like tanking? That was so bad. Oh my gosh. That Krista was going crazy. Okay, so that's going to be defeat. Barely victory. Okay. A little bit better. Let's switch it up. Let's not use Laura. Let's go ahead and use someone like, yeah, let's throw a Celestin. See if that works out any better. That's a win. You really want to see no hero die to feel good about your chances. Now, I mean, I haven't lost yet with this team. There we go. I knew I was going to eventually lose, but this is close. At least it's close, you know, close to 100%. Yeah. Kill Lyria teams with Cascade. Yeah. I do want to eventually level up the twins. I don't have it that much. All these battles, yeah, like you're knocking out a lot, but there we go. Okay. So that's going to be all the battles for today. Let's go ahead and get to our giveaway. Exclamation point spooky. Exclamation point spooky. Put it in the chat for a chance to win. Exclamation point spooky. That's what we're going to be doing. Don't beat Olympus team or he get angry. Yeah. Hey, teams are meant to be beaten. That's the whole point of Hero Wars. There shouldn't ever be one team that is unbeatable. And honestly, if you use Isaac, that team becomes much weaker, right? We weren't using Isaac. Exclamation point spooky is going to be the password here. We're going to give it about 3 minutes. Then we're going to start to do our 3 giveaways. Yeah. I really don't know, guys. I really don't know. I feel like I'm one of those people that just like wants to get the stuff, even if it doesn't matter. Like the Augustus skin, I want it. Like I want the Augustus skin. And you can tell me it doesn't make sense. I get that. It doesn't make sense. I can get it later. It's fine. I'll go ahead and just do a few more of these while we wait. When am I building my unique teams? How should I test them? Yeah, that's a good way to test. It's a very good way to test. Test against the meta. If it does well against the meta, you can throw it out there in something like AOC. You'll be beating a lot of teams. If you can frustrate people in AOC, that just means you're doing well. Hash or exclamation point spooky. Exclamation point spooky. No spamming today. I put 30-second filter on. You only need to do it once. No need to do it more. There we go. Last 4 heroes. Exclamation point spooky. Lyria, Ishmael, Dante, Orion, Augustus, Lyria, Galahad, Kira, Blenders. I could see that. Every team has a counter. It's so funny. The meta changes like every week for the most part. Augustus' new skin is so cool. I agree with you. I agree with you. That's why I want it. I think it looks cool. Okay, cool. Yay, boom. Finish that thing already. Day 1. All right, I have one more chance. Give me a coin. No. I don't know how many coins I'm going to be getting. I'll be able to do the logins. I'm not going to be doing emeralds. We'll probably do the energy. Probably. Let's check this out, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I can spend a lot of energy during Foundations of Power. I'll probably wait for that one. Okay, yeah. So I'll probably get one more there. Not doing any VIP, not buying anything. Sorry. Not going to do the Outland chests. So, yeah, I might end up with 10 or 11. I hope we get a new pet one day. I do too. Yeah. And that is what makes this game fun. A lot of different team possibilities. It's just building up the heroes, right? That's the long and short of it. Building up the heroes. Like these are the heroes that I have pretty much done, but there's still a lot of good heroes. I want to do Arachne. I want to level up Thea. Goose and Polaris, I'm focused on. I want to eventually Tristan, Krista, Galahad, eventually Helios, Lars. All of these are like heroes that you can use. Maya in different situations. So it takes a long time. What team does well in AOC? It changes every time. I've been using the Ishmael, Lyria, Sebastian, Laura, Aiden team. That's a fun team. It's a very fun team. The problem is you need to fight a team that you are very strong against the first fight so that no one dies and get Ishmael charged. And then that team becomes pretty solid. But until that happens, that team can be beat pretty easily. Any team can do well in AOC too. Really depends. All right. Exclamation point spooky. I'm going to give it 30 more seconds, then we're going to draw. Exclamation point spooky. I was hoping they were going to announce a new pet. I'm not sure if they ever will. I've been throwing it out there on all their live streams, but I don't think it would make them a lot of money, which is why they don't want to do it. They're doing new heroes, new titans, because obviously that's bringing in a lot of income. Area of Conquest, obviously bringing in a lot of income. That's why they do it every year or every month. Things like the Sears game, that probably brings in a lot of income. Not from me. I'm not buying, but from people who have a lot of money. All right, here we go. We're going to go ahead and start this thing. Load comments. We'll go ahead and make sure we're logged in. Great. Load them. Spooky. Exclude duplicates. Filter by hashtag. Spooky. All right. We're going to go a little bit faster. We're going to select all 3 winners all at the same time. All at the same time. So get ready for this. Boom. Four, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Sir Turbo. Mashups created and at Ray MT6VB. What we need to know is your ID and your where you play, Facebook or web. ID and if you play Facebook or web. Next. Mashups created. Okay, I see you. Go ahead, put your ID in. If you don't know where to get your ID, you right here, account ID, click on that, and then just say Facebook or web 2. There we go, Sir Turbo. Thank you. That was a fast one. I'm going to write this down, but I think Zeus is on too. And he will also be able to send out gifts. All right. Mashups created. Web again. Okay, well, let's write that one down. Everyone plays on web. All right, Sir Turbo, you got yours. I think Mashups, you're going to be getting yours soon. And Ray Ray, I know you're here, Ray Ray. You literally just posted right here. Then do a Facebook only prize. Yeah. Maybe we do next stream. That might not be a bad idea. That might not be a bad idea. Olympus, can I give out a Facebook gift? Can I do it, Zeus? I could just make a new specific word for only Facebook. No, that's a bad idea. Okay, let's do it. Give me a exclamation point, and this is only if you're on Facebook. Only if you are on Facebook. Give me exclamation point. New hero. Exclamation point new hero. All one word. Facebook only. Okay, there we go. We got Ray Ray's. We got Ray Ray's web too. So we can send that one out. Exclamation point new hero. You will only get this if you're on Facebook. These are Facebook gifts only. Sorry for those on web. Hashtag I'm a web player. Oh, that's funny. No, the reason we're doing this is because Olympus gets Facebook gifts and web gifts. He gets them both. The issue is that web just get picked so much more that we have a ton of Facebook gifts that we're just sitting on, right? Yeah. So because of that, we need to get rid of some of our Facebook gifts. That's the reason. It's not favoritism. We just need to get rid of them. Exclamation point new hero. Facebook only. Facebook only. There is a reason. It's not favoritism. We just need to. We get so many more web gifts than Facebook gifts. We're sitting on a stockpile, just a complete stockpile of Facebook gifts. Well, we're running out of web gifts too. So, White House. Some of the best teams across the game have some requirements in order to get into their guild, such as having heroes at a certain power. Could you make a comment on that? On what heroes to focus on? Yeah. So that's a great point, White House. A lot of guilds do want you to level up specific heroes. Olympus actually on his site. Let's go back real quick. He has a best teams of 2025. He also does have videos on best heroes as well. So, like, this is team number 1, the team that we were just fighting. Actually, I don't think Nebula was in that team. But a lot of those heroes are the ones that you're going to want to focus on. If you look at his best heroes video, that will also show ones that you want to focus on. And personally, what I see as I consider fighting ready in terms of power. Once a hero reaches 150k, that means they're pretty much they can be ready to do some max team fighting. 150,000 power, right? So like my Cascade is not ready to fight. I would not be putting Cascade into battles yet. But everyone from Dorian up is quote unquote battle ready for me. Now that's not a hard and fast rule. You can use other heroes. Dorian can be pretty weak and still be effective. But that's just kind of my personal thing. 150 is usually a pretty good barometer. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of videos that Olympus has put out that talk about some of the best heroes. My channel, Hero Wars Info, also has the top different videos for top 5 top 10, 15, and 20 heroes that I would be building up if I was a new player. So you can look at videos from either of our channels, and you'd be able to see some good stuff. All right, we're going to go ahead and load comments now. We're going to do 3 Facebook winners. 3, no, 13. New hero. Already watched all of them? Well, then you already know all of it. All right. Here we go. Some more giveaways. 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations to Facebook players. Cosmin Sue, 6 uniform, and DEFCON 5. Those are our Facebook winners. If you put in a ID for web, I'm sorry, you are not going to get anything. You are not going to get anything. But go ahead, put your ID in here for these 3. Here we go. Okay. Cosmin Sue, thank you for putting your ID in. We don't have to put Facebook or web because you have to be Facebook to win this particular one. Cool, cool. All right. That's 1. 6 uniform, DEFCON 5. Need your IDs. Need your IDs. Need to get rid of some of these Facebook gifts. Need to get rid of some of them. They're just stockpiling up. I'm going to give it 2 more minutes for these 2. Then we're gonna have to re-roll. Gonna have to re-roll if I don't hear back. Oh man. Happy Halloween. Yes, happy Halloween. Be safe. Have fun. Go nuts. 6 uniform DEFCON. You stayed long enough to put in the hash or exclamation point new hero, and then you won, and you're not even collecting. $30 more seconds. We'll roll again. We'll keep on rolling until people accept these gifts. I'm trying to give you stuff. Just accept it. That's all you need to do. All right. Let's go ahead and get ready. Oops, that's just the ID. Let's go ahead and grab this. Oh, 6 uniform? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Looks like ID was not coming through. Looks like we got both of them. Okay, so no new reroll. All right. So yeah, Zeus, we got both DEFCON and 6 uniform. Yeah, so if you put something in, you might have to add some additional instead of just putting the ID in. Because I don't think it shows everyone. I know you can see it, but I think you have to yeah, what the? That is the same ID. 6 uniform and DEFCON? What is going on? Huh. Are you 2 different people like logged in differently into different accounts trying to play the system? That is fishy. That is fishy. Unless you're copying and pasting wrong. Well, yep. Yep, that's fishy. I don't know. We'll do one more giveaway. We can't send 2 gifts out to the same ID. We cannot do that. Yeah, I think we're going to have to re-roll. One more gift. New hero. Let's do it. One more. You'll replace one of them as a web player. How generous of you, Mohammed. How generous. All right. Wait, didn't we just have him, Cosmonsu? I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure we did. Yeah, we did. What is going on here? I thought it took away winners. Sorry, Cosmonsu, you don't win again. We're going one more time. Hopefully it's not one of the other ones. Yeah, you can't win twice, Cosman. All right. Jing Zhang. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I hope I am saying that right. Congratulations, Facebook. Go ahead, put your ID in. We're going to give you 1 minute to claim your prize. One minute. Yeah. I'm almost tempted to spend energy right now, but I really shouldn't. Not for these lucky coins. I just don't think they're good enough. I just don't think they're good enough. And the interesting thing is I'm actually starting to run out of bottled energy. I only have 85 left. Only 85. Come on, Jing. 15 seconds. People don't want these prizes. It's crazy. People don't want. Wait till tomorrow spending energy. Yeah, it might not be a bad idea. You got to be efficient about the resources you spend, you know? Got to be efficient about it. Okay, re-rolling. Genio and Miniatura. Okay, you just responded, so I know you're here. You literally just put that in there. Spend energy on November 3rd. Is that whenever November 3rd, Foundations of Power comes out? Yeah, that's the good day to do it, I think. I don't think Hero Tournament of Power has an energy. Oh, it does. It does have an energy. Legacy of the Great Ones also does. But honestly, I do the level up artifact 200 times. So that usually maxes what I can get from there. So the energy thing doesn't really matter. But this Foundations of Power and Hero Tournament of Power, Spooky Festival, that's a good time. Yeah. All right. Go ahead, put your ID in, please. For Genio. Genio, put your ID in. And make sure you're not just putting the ID. Add some additional words. Otherwise, for whatever reason, the chat is not showing it to us. All right? The chat is not showing it to us. Okay, Jing is here, but we're not giving out web gifts. We're only giving out Facebook gifts. So I am sorry. Only Facebook gifts. That was part of the rules for this one. Yep. Okay, there we go. All right. We finally did it. We finally got to the end. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Again, my name is Ryan. I have a channel called Hero Wars Info. So check that one out. Keep on checking out Olympus. He does more content than me, for sure. And I look at a lot of his stuff. He has a site, a blog right here, has a lot of good information. It keeps you up to date with different maps, best teams, war flags, calculators, event calculators. Yeah, all that good stuff. All that good stuff. So check them out. Thanks, everyone, so much for jumping on, and we'll see you next week.